I've talked before about buying game lots to fill out a collection and really get multiple games at a discount. But what if you only want a few games out of the lot? Let's talk about flipping lots. Flipping a video game lot can be a challenge, but rewarding way in order to fill out your collection. You may find just a couple games out of a lot and still see enough value to resell to recoup the money that you put into it. So you essentially end up getting a video game for free or whatever your time is worth to you. Now, I do want to stress there is risk involved. There is a chance you may buy a lot and something doesn't work, or you may not be able to resell that item that you thought you could. It happens. Sometimes you get stuck with something you didn't expect to get stuck with. So this is not for the faint of heart. Do your due diligence and have fun with it. First things first, you need to find a lot you like. Don't just go buy a lot to buy a lot. Look at everything in the lot. Is there one or two games you actually want out of it? Do you see enough value to actually recoup the money that you're investing into it? And are they items that will actually sell? Remember, any really good lot you find could be up 1 minute and gone the next. So you really have to jump on it if you want one. I've gotten sniped out of many lots myself by waiting too long or hemming and hawing about whether I really wanted it. Make sure you reach out to the seller right away to see if it's available and get your name on their mind. You can grab lots on eBay, but you're more likely to lose out on those because they can go really, really quick. So I prefer Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or any other local app that's popular in your area. After you've evaluated your lot and make sure there's enough full potential there for you, you need to start figuring out how you're going to make that money back and if it's really worth it to keep all the games that you wanted out of that lot. If you find a lot where you want something but they're asking too much, you might want to pass on it. It's not worth putting your money at risk to just get one game that could probably come up later down the road. Now, if it's a really rare game, I understand that you might be willing to take a little bit of a loss. But if it's something like a Pokemon game, for example, those games are valuable because people enjoy them, not because they're extremely rare. There's actually a lot of copies of those games out there. It's just that they're in high demand. So if you don't like the price the first time you run across a lot, wait until the next one. You might get lucky next time. I've got two examples of lots I've picked up, and I've gotten to keep an item for free or actually turned a profit on the lot by keeping what I wanted and selling the rest. The first one I don't have all the pictures of, unfortunately, but it was a 3D XL with 8 games. And the 8 games included a copy of Pokemon White 2, along with 3 other Pokemon games out of those 8. So I knew right away that I could either keep the 3DS or keep the 8 games. I only paid $200 for all of this, so I figured I'm going to keep the 3DS XL because they're not making more of them, and I'm really kind of a completionist, so having a game without the box and cover art, it kind of bothered me. So I sold all the games on eBay. I recouped the $200 even after fees and shipping, and got to keep the 3DS XL for free. It just took a little bit of time taking a couple pictures, posting on eBay, and the drive to go pick it up. Free 3DS XL. The second one I am still working on because this one was a larger pickup. It was $350 for a Wii U, a 360, a PlayStation 3, and a original 3DS XL, not the new version. And it came with plenty of games for each system. And I was able to grab it even though it had been on Marketplace for a while because people only wanted it for the 3DS stuff. They didn't want to buy anything else. They just wanted the 3DS stuff, and for good reason. I mean, there was a copy of Chrono Trigger, there was a copy of Pokemon White, and there was a copy of Pokemon Soul Silver in there. And he wanted $350 for everything. So I fully understand, but if someone was smart and realized, wait, I can buy everything for $350, maybe they would have thought twice about it. So at this point, I've kept Chrono Trigger and I kept the Pokemon White copy, and I bundled together Soul Silver with another Mario game and the 3DS, sold it for $200 to make back part of that. And I also sold the 360 and the PlayStation 3 for another $180. So I've already made back 380 off the 350 I put in, and I still have plenty of games to go. I actually have pending pickup for the rest of it, and then I'll clear a profit on this. And some people might argue that you shouldn't flip games, it's like bad for everybody else, but the guy got what he wanted for it. I'm really not upcharging on a lot of this stuff. Like, I'm selling the Wii U for $100 on Facebook Marketplace and somebody was willing to buy it. That's still less than eBay pricing. So I'm not going out there trying to rip anybody off or make a huge profit. I still get to keep the two games I want, but I'm just splitting it up because he didn't want to spend the time to. I'm taking that time for myself and kind of putting my own investment in that with my time. And then the last tip I have for you, if you do decide to go this route and buy lots and flip games, make sure that you price high and then lower your price down later. It's not like you can set the price at $50 and like, ooh, that was too low. Let me raise it to 100 later. People have a price memory. If they see you raise the price later, they are less likely to come back to your lot or whatever you're selling out of the lot and purchase it, because they know that, well, you were willing to take $50 later. Why would I spend more now that you raised your price? So always start high, work your way lower, and then it feels good for both parties because you actually ended up with the price you want. The client or customer feels like they're getting a deal because you lowered the original price. Also, don't try to start bidding wars on Facebook Marketplace because people really don't like that. And that's all I've got. Throw your game lot tips in the comments. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content. Drop a like, and we'll catch you next time.